Hey everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting, and tonight we are going to be slashing my pull list because I want to refocus the way I collect a little bit in 2020. And joining me is Comic Books NYC. Kavi, what's up, man?
Slashing and dashing, I like it.
That's right. Cutting prices or cutting books or something.
Blowout sale. Everything must go.
Everything must go. So, let's see. I want to shout the chat here before. It looks like just Unruly Simeon. He was here early tailgating as was
Unruly.
Will. I haven't seen anybody else yet. Oh,
Big Will. Hey, Bake. Well, Bake's watching Clone Wars. I've been talking to him about Clone Wars today.
Yeah, has he? Nice.
Yeah, nice, bro.
So that is. I really enjoyed Clone Wars. It was pretty good.
I love it.
I need to get back and watch it now that I got the Disney.
I'm on season 5 of my rewatch. We'll continue on the flight to Vegas.
When does the new season launch?
Just not December, February.
February. Okay,
yeah, I think
so. Gotta get through it by the new season. Okay,
January or February or something.
Get started. So tonight, why are we here? I said I was cutting my pool box, or I'm cutting my pools. So I've been thinking about a lot lately about what I want to be as a collector, what I want to get, what I want to own. And I don't want to. I watched that video DS did the other night, like where he was talking about no more small books and no more new books, and I don't want to be that. But I also, hey Rod, what's going on? Hey Hawk79, thank you for joining us. Oh, Sharon is in the chat. Thank you, Sharon. Live with 2
Hey, Sharon.
And you know, I have this big mound of boxes back here behind me, and I don't really want that to like continue growing at the rate that it's been growing at since I got back into collecting. I've probably more than doubled my collection, and I've sold probably a box and a half worth of books this year. But I've added way more than that. And so I'm just trying to like cut back, give myself like at one point my pulls were up to about 30 books a month that I was subscribed to, not counting like things that I just would pick up for the heck of it, like subscribed to. And I was spending $150 to $180 a month on new books. And that's a lot for me. That is a lot. Hey, Sam Tangled Web.
I think, next week my poll is like $50 or whatever, but like it was at $125 or so for a minute. Hold on, I'll be right back. I got delivery.
Yeah, we will. So yeah, NYC had some dry cleaning coming back his way, so he knew that guy was going to show up as soon as we went live. So what we're going to do, hey, poor Mike. Let's see, anybody else showing up in the chat? Just kind of shouting you guys out as you come in. So what we're going to do here in a second when he gets back is I'm going to pull up my previews. Like I said, I was up to 30. I cut back to like 21. I'm back at like 23. I have some things that, wow, that was quick.
Sorry about that.
No, I didn't expect you back that quick.
Yeah, just, some dry cleaning. I needed clean clothes for my Vegas trip, so there you go.
Unruly JP Vant.
It wasn't food bake, unfortunately. I wish it was food.
Yeah. So, well, you did eat at least tonight. So
yeah. I did eat though today. Yeah.
So I'm currently at 23, and I already have like 5 or 6 as we go through the list. We'll see that are mini series of stuff that are ending like in December. So some of them are already coming off, but I also like want to I just want to tighten the ship a little bit. Barbecue of any nationality sounds good. This is true.
Barbecue is good for sure.
And that's what I do unruly. And I want to keep supporting I've always been a reader more than a collector. Like I like reading new books. I like going to the shop, getting new books every week. I just want to cut it back. I want to keep supporting my comic shop. But I just don't want, I need to cut it back. If I want to get more stuff off of this, and I'm actually working on revising this list and making it a little bigger and including books I have and just really having like my focus list.
Sorry, I'm just distracted by the whole I have a beam situation.
Wait,
because of the lightsaber beam coming right at me right now.
Yeah. Sorry, it is kind of
I love it. It's perfect, dude.
So Unruly says he pre-orders from Midtown. You know,
Yeah,
and,
so I'm experimenting in the month of December with previews
Yeah.
via Midtown for the first time ever, where I have to wait for one shipment of the books for the whole month, which makes it the cheapest.
yeah,
But like I'm getting like almost 50% off. Like I'm paying like $2, you know, for like
yeah, a
these
comic.
books.
That
So
way.
I think I have 35 books or 37 books or something, and it would cost me under $100. So, you know, so that's gonna be a new experiment for me. I don't know how long I'll do that for.
I mean, at the moment, I'm running about $20 to $30 a week. There's D Runk, and George didn't think he was going to be able to join us, but what's going on?
What's up, George?
Hey, what's up, man? I didn't even change from work. I just
You're here.
yeah.
So
Well, hey, I wasn't going to join, but I know that the topic here is reducing your pull list,
yeah,
and your guest is Kavi.
Yeah.
So you need some counterbalance to this.
Hey, I just reduced it by more than half, bro. my next week I'm down to $52 worth of books.
All right, that's respectable. I can.
Yeah. So what's up? And then my entire month of December under $100, 37 books. I use previews for the first time.
There you go. That's not bad.
Nice.
I don't know why someone's calling me now.
That's actually George. He just messing with
Yeah.
I'll be right
I
back.
don't have his number.
So yeah, that's just where I'm just trying to get myself in a better place so that I can do some other things. And because I was, like I said, up to 150 to 100. I don't know if you were in for this part of it, George, but I was up to 150 to 180 bucks a month back early in the year in 2019. And now I'm down to around 100 to 120. But I'd like to get it well under 100. Is where I really like to be.
So is this like you want to reduce so you can go after different books, or reduce so you can put more money into crafting supplies? Like what
everything. I want to reduce.
Sorry, I don't know. The dry cleaning guy thought he had to pick something else up for me.
Oh,
and I never had anything else to pick up. So
Big Will's like, I do 30 to 40 a month. Big Will, you have like 27 books in your collection. so, but I want to focus on these books. I also want to save up. I need to replace my computer. I have some stuff around the house. I'm just trying to like tighten the reins on my comic spending a little bit and get a little more. It's supposed to be JP's budget collecting. I don't always do a great job of that.
Yeah, I'd love to get a new laptop or like just some sort of upgraded setup here. Be awesome.
So I'm trying to get down there. So let's just pull this up. I'm going to show you guys. My comic shop does all their through previews. So I do all my pulls through previews. So I pull box on previews, and you just set it up through your comic shop. If your comic shop's one of the people, I don't know if anybody else's do this. So, and basically you can scroll down through here. You can see I'm currently subscribed to 23, and we'll go through them here in a minute. And then you can also look at, like, if you go into like your weekly pull box, you can actually see everything I got coming this Wednesday. You can see, and if you look up here at the top, coming soon, I can scroll all the way out through the end of previews, which is the end of January right now. So I can see every week what's coming, like what I've pulled to this point. Now, January is not finalized yet, and December is already too late. Yeah. I should have done that. But January is not finalized yet. But so that's where we're going to start. We're going to start 2020. I'm going to start fresh. Some of these are going to drop off, and we're going to try to get this thing a little more under control. So let's go back to the subscriptions, and we'll scroll down through here. And there's some things that are coming off this list already. Last Night on Earth, which was a waste of my damn time, but ends.
Oh, is there still another issue of Last Night on Earth?
December, yeah.
Oh, there is.
So it ends on December 18th.
I didn't even bother reading it because I heard it was such horrible.
Yeah.
I met Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo last Friday.
Yeah.
And Scott Snyder is super proud of himself for this book.
Is he?
But no one there had that book for him to sign. So
Was he
you know,
signing a lot of Undiscovered Country?
yes, there
He
was
was, yeah.
a lot of undiscovered country there.
He and Charles Soule were at Midtown on the day the book came out, but it was when I was sick, like 2 weeks ago or whatever. So I couldn't make the signing, but I had planned on going.
So
Yeah, no, Charles Soule was there too.
Nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted, was the red and blue combo.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
So,
but I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities to get that done with those two guys.
Yeah, Scott Steiner goes to a lot of places.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
So Last Night on Earth just ends in December, so that automatically drops one off the sub list. Other things that are ending in December. So Last Night on Earth, make sure
I saw Doomsday Clock.
Doomsday Clock ends in December, so that's 2. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man ends in December. That's 3.
Oh, I'm going to shed a tear about that one.
I know. Harleen ends in December. That's 4.
That's been fantastic.
It has been fantastic.
Are we going to announce that we're doing that?
We can, yeah. So,
soft announce. We will be covering Harleen full story on Gotham City Chronicles because we did Mad Love, so we want to do this version.
Yeah, we haven't got a guest for that yet. If anybody's interested,
yeah, let us know.
So, but we're going to do that the Monday after it comes out is the plan.
Yeah.
Which is December. Let's look real quick.
Was that 16th or
18th? Oh wait, 18th. They pushed that back.
No, I think it's 16th. No. Oh wait, no, the Monday after comes out.
Yeah, they pushed that back a week from when we talked about it because now it's not coming out. It says in shops December 18th.
Oh.
So yeah, they pushed that back to like the week of Christmas. So maybe we won't be doing that.
So we'll be doing it in 2020.
We'll be doing it in 2020. So probably. So yeah, that was not before. It was the week before. It was coming out on the.
Well, let me ask you this, JP. Like, what can you like? I mean, how many? So that cuts out what, 3 of your current 21?
That cuts out right now. I'm at 23 right now. So this would cut. I've cut anyway. So just because they're ending, I'm losing. Let's see.
4, right?
Curse of the White Knight is 1. Doomsday Clock is 2.
Friendly Neighborhood and Harleen.
Friendly Neighborhood Harleen is 4. Gets me up to 4, and then King Thor is going off, which is
right.
So I'm dropping 5. So I currently have. Let's go back to the dashboard real quick. So I'm currently at 23. That'll drop me to 18. Just by those going away.
How many of those 18? Like, I know we just covered the 5 that are leaving in December, but how many other are limited series that are
Amazing Mary Jane's a limited series, for example.
Mary Jane is supposed to end in February. Will be supposedly when it's done, and then let's see what else is a limited. Last Night on Earth also ends in February. Or March. It might not end until March. I forget.
Okay.
And then Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, which is actually 2 because I've been getting both of the covers, both of the variants, ends in February. So I'm going to be down quite a bit. But there's going to be new stuff that comes out that I'm going to be like, maybe.
Yeah.
But
this is about cutting, not preventing future ads, right?
Yeah.
Or
I never count. If a book is on my pull list and it's a limited series, I don't actually count that
series.
Because it's there. It's a limited time. Like my pull list that I'm looking at, I'm always grading and critiquing. It's what's going to continue to be there.
Yeah. So here's year. Like for me, this is a decision for like cutting a title that I don't see going away anytime soon on or off the pull list, right? So I've been getting Guardians of the Galaxy by Donny Cates and a mix of 2 different artists, Jeff Shaw and Corey Smith. And this is the 11th issue, which came out this week. Now, Donny Cates hops off after issue number 12, and they're starting over with a new volume, and Al Ewing is going to write it, right?
Right.
So that Guardians of the Galaxy is never going to not be on the stance, so long as they're making MCU movies, all that, right? So that's a decision where, like, I really like this Donny Cates run. I like Al Ewing, but I don't know if I'm going to like his Guardians of the Galaxy run. So do I use this as an opportunity to just drop off Guardians, cut a title from my pull list, or do I just bite on the first 2-3 issues and then make a decision? Because I know Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be released by Marvel, you know? So I don't know.
It's going to go to number 13, though, right? It's not.
Oh, is it? I thought it was 12. I don't know.
No. What I mean is, like
they're starting over from 1.
Oh, well, then get the first one at least.
right. Yeah.
Those jerks. You know that's like a multi-million-dollar decision to like. Do we just keep going to 13, or do we?
I'm really saying like I'm going to buy them, but here's the thing, like. I've been trailing off of my interest on Immortal Hulk. Like, I'm going to drop Immortal Hulk, I think. I still haven't read issue 25. I love that Alex Ross cover. Still haven't read issue 26. I might get issue 27 just to sort of like have the 3 issues, and just call it a day after that, because I think it's too late for me to not get issue 27. But so I don't know. I'm a little skeptical Al Ewing doing Guardians right now. So
no, that'll be interesting. That'll be good.
I don't know. So there's one possible cut for me.
Well, and then here's the other thing.
Not that this is my show where I'm cutting my stuff, but I am trying to cut stuff. So.
No, but a thought for me though on cutting is if you don't cut it, will it still be at your LCS if you have regrets? Well,
yeah, for me, because I have so many comic shops in the area, and I got 3 Midtown Comics in the area, so it's a little it's a little different for me.
Well, and I don't have anything even close to a Midtown in my neck of the woods, but I do have LCSs that I can go to where if I take Batman off my list because I'm just furious with Tom King,
you'll be able to find those.
Like I can still get Batman if there's a major, death in one of the issues.
Well, that's another one I'm considering. Like, not that I've been reading the last 30 issues or so of Batman, because I haven't. I stopped reading somewhere after the wedding, and it's already 30 issues since then, right? So that's where I stopped. But I still continued to pick up the book. So now that the new writer is taking over, it's like, okay, I can maybe cut it, but I'm going to be too curious about what James Tynion does in those last 15 issues to just cut it. I may cut it after, 2 or 3 issues of James Tynion. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Or
maybe.
You know what you're doing.
But then what are they going to do with that title after issue 100? It's one of my top 2 characters, so that's hard. That's harder,
So, and that's, back in the chat of ways, Bake put up doing the apps to try to like cut back a little bit. And that's one of the reasons I'm doing this is I think I want to go to the apps for doing like some of the stuff that I'm just reading and focus more on just pulling the stuff that I want to collect. Like, if that makes any sense. Like,
I think that Batman transition is like the perfect opportunity for me to switch to only digital on Batman main title because I'm running out of space to store that, a brand new book every other week. But they're going to go back to monthly, I hear. They're going to go back to monthly.
They're supposed to be going back to monthly, but January has 2, and several DC titles have 2 in January. So January is actually like, if we go back to my pull box here for a second, I'm going to add it back to the stream. January is kind of weird because there's no books coming out on the 25th. So they have like a bunch of books are like doubled up in January that wouldn't be ordinarily. So it actually is artificially inflating my January a little bit because we're getting 2 issues of Batgirl, 2 issues of Detective, 2 issues of Justice League Dark, 2 issues of Batman, like that supposedly isn't going to be happening after that because DC is supposedly going to once a month for all their titles. So we'll see on that front. So what you can see here, I got like $16 worth of books on the first, and 16 and 10, 26 on the 8th, which is kind of where I've been at for a while. 24 on the 15th, which is, that $20 to $30 range is really where I've been at. This is a little bigger week. But
I guess Curse of the Night, White Knight ends like somewhere in the
March.
top of 2020, right? March.
Yeah. Looks like March, if they stay on schedule.
Yeah.
March or April, probably, Curse of the White Knight. So just with the stuff that's ending by March, I would be down to like 14 if I don't add anything. But I know there'll probably be something that'll come out, an event or something that I'll want to add. But I'm honestly like, do I really need, because we talked about before, like, why am I pulling Amazing Mary Jane? Like,
well, because it's only what, 5 issues or something?
Only 5 issues.
Yeah.
And the first issue was kind of fun, but
it was kind of fun.
I don't know. I do collect Spider-Man, and I guess technically, usually there's a second Spider-Man title, which in January there's
But
not.
I mean, that's an example of, okay, you got the #1, maybe you got that sick art term. I know I did.
Yeah, I did.
And you thought the story was fun. Well, you could get the rest of the run digitally and just cut it right now.
Exactly.
You know
and
what I mean?
That's kind of where I'm thinking is, and doing the doing Marvel Unlimited, doing DC Universe, because if I pay for those by the month, like if you cut 3 books, then you could read everything at that point from those. Like after 6 months, you gotta wait. But
yeah.
Let's see who's in the chat. I haven't looked at the chat forever.
Poor Mike's saying, do you read them all, JP, or do you collect the covers?
Almost everything in my collection I have read. There's a couple things that I have not, but almost every book I get, I read, even if it's just the covers. Like I read, like I've been getting Wonder Woman mostly for those prison covers, but I read it. Like Batgirl was a lot about, well, I like the character, but I was reading it, even though it's very uneven. I still read it. So yeah, it's not just about the covers for me. I usually read everything. Sometimes I
read maybe 80% of what I get as far as Wednesday books. Sometimes I'll just get variants of books where I want the variant or I want the cover or whatever that I'm not reading or whatever. But it's like a much smaller percentage or chance of that happening.
Yeah. So let's just see. Where am I at for January? Currently, I'm at 16, 20, 30, 4, 8, 42, plus 20, 62, 60.
Is Jason Aaron still on Avengers for like the rest of next year, or is he hopping off?
I don't know when he's hopping off Avengers. So 66, plus 20, 86, plus 5, 91, plus 10, 101. Because Wonder Woman 750 is coming out, and it's a $10 book.
Do you have any interest in the Donny Cates Thor?
I don't.
You don't?
I was never a Thor reader before, and kind of the Jason Aaron run hooked me in, and that's why I've been reading Thor. So I'm probably going to bail on a Donny Cates run, not necessarily because I don't think Donny Cates is going to do a good job, but just because that's a character I don't really necessarily want to collect. I was collecting this Jason Aaron run, and I'm just using that as an excuse to get rid of it. Like,
right, and I'm using Al Ewing on Guardians as an excuse to get rid of that one.
Yeah,
you know what
I mean.
So no offense to Al Ewing, I like Al Ewing.
I was at about $110 right now, currently for January, and I don't know. I just don't feel like I really need to be getting all these. Like, so let me go back to the sub list. Because there's only the book that Batgirl Facsimile, I think, is the only book that's not on my sub list currently for January that I'm pulling.
So I was getting a lot of indie titles, like I think earlier in the year, as far as like trying to get, every issue, like Die, Middle West, all these, a lot, Sea of Stars. What was the other one? The Mark Miller one? Space Bandits.
Yeah.
Undiscovered Country.
Ascender. Well, Undiscovered Country, I'm curious enough to keep going after that first issue a little bit, but
it was very good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I cut a lot of those. I did pick up the Jeff Lemire Family Tree this week, so if I didn't read it yet, so if I like that a lot, then one step forward, one step back, or whatever the saying is. But I was able to cut a significant percentage of my weekly books by removing the majority of those, because a lot of those I'm totally cool with just waiting for the 6 issues to get collected and getting the trade paperback for $10. Especially Image does a really good job, especially with their volume 1s. All of their volume 1s are $10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you get 6 issues. So that's worth it, you know. That's not too long of a wait. So
yeah.
And then for the money aspect, I mean, you know, once in a while one of them will really blow up and you'll wish you had gotten it. But how many duds do you have to go through?
There's so many.
Yeah.
Like, I know people that, you know, you hear people talk about, oh, I always get an Image #1. I mean, realistically, how many Y the Last Man's, Walking Dead's, are there 4 or 5 in the last 15 years?
Yeah.
Like, everything else you can get for $5-10 now. Like, like even, you know, maybe 20 this much later for #1.
Right.
I mean,
Even something that has like confirmed TV plans, like Oblivion Song, is not that outrageous to get.
It's not that outrageous. And I don't know. I just like, so the only things I see, let me go back to my subscription here. Let me add it back in because we were talking. There was
yeah, do you have any indies on your poll or no?
Just Die right now.
Just Die.
And that's part of it is I don't even really have room to like add stuff. If something comes out and people are interested, right now I don't really even have room to add stuff. So like things that I will
do you mean the boxes are getting full or the room is getting full?
I have space. Like I have a basement. I have space, but I don't want to fill it with a billion comic books. Like I want to be able to I want a fairly focused collection. I mean, I'm not like Big Will or DS kind of level because I want like a bunch of Batman books and that kind of stuff because that whole series here, I'll go back to this, means a lot to me and the character means a lot. And I don't mind having 15 short boxes. I don't want 50 short boxes.
15 short boxes just scare that. I mean, I have 10 short boxes, I think.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I'm trying to now, 10, clear room so that I can continue to just survive with those 10 as opposed to getting more.
Right now I have
13
short boxes with books in them, and then 2 more short boxes. One has slabs, and one has like signed books. And
I don't count my slab boxes. But if I count my slab short boxes, then I've got like 15 or something.
Yeah. Well, with books right now,
so I got like 5. I think I got 5 boxes with slabs in them.
Yeah, I have 15 boxes with comics in them right now.
Right.
It relatively levels of full. Most of them are getting pretty full, and I do want to move on from some books, but I just want to slow it down. Like I just want to. So I mean, realistically, like if I go into this, I gotta actually show it again before I click back over there. That's not what I wanted to do.
Ancient Mariner's like, how about 34 short boxes and 50 long boxes?
Yeah, I'm up to I think about 9 short boxes, a long box, and then 3 slab boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and me have similar size collections.
You guys are in similar places.
Yeah.
Well, value-wise, I don't know.
Well, I'm not saying value.
I think NYC would
physical
flip
number
shit
of boxes
if our collection split.
Well, that wasn't the topic, George.
Big Well, are you sure?
That's another show.
It's nice over. But like, do I really need Amazing Mary Jane? Like I said, I can read that digitally. Like, I will probably almost always pull ASM.
So, yeah.
And
to be honest, probably Batman. Like, regardless of who's writing it.
What if the character changes? What if it's
like,
no longer
Bruce
Wayne?
actual like the star of ASM or the star of Batman is not Bruce Wayne or Peter Parker?
Yeah. I mean, because Batman, spoiler alert, that's rumored to be a.
That's
big
rumored. Yeah, I don't know about that, but I guess I would still at least like try to stick it out.
I would probably give it a try, and then probably. But if it's not going to be him for a long period of time, I mean, eventually he'll be back. I would probably drop it if I didn't like it, what they did with it. Yeah, I would. That would be the only way I would drop Batman, probably, is if it's a different character. And it's not like, and it's not one of the like Robins that I care about, because what they're talking about is that Batwing guy that I know nothing about and don't care about is being the new Batman.
I don't know. I feel like that's just like some off-base rumor, personally.
Well, we'll see. Like the main people that are reporting it are Bleeding Cool. So there you go.
Yeah.
On how real that is or not. But like barring something like that where they completely change the character, I would continue to buy ASM. I would continue to buy Batman. I would continue to buy Detective Comics. I probably would buy Catwoman unless it just really goes down the tubes. I would probably buy Batgirl and Nightwing. Mm-hmm. Everything else I think is like, if it's not good,
it's at least up for debate, if not like a cut.
Hey, so I saw Dan DiDio at my GalaxyCon on Sunday, and I looked him dead in his eyes, and I said, "Hey, quit playing with my boy Nightwing." I just walked away from him. That was after I took a picture with him. But yeah.
What was his reaction, or did you not?
No, I just walked away. I just made it sure that was the lasting impression he had, was that my chilling words, put a shiver down his spine, because he doesn't. He's got on record. He hates Nightwing.
Oh, I know he does.
Yeah, I'm tired of it.
Yeah, he is the biggest reason Nightwing sucks right now. I'll be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I don't read Nightwing, so I'm not.
You haven't missed. I mean, Jurgens has made this story arc better, readable, but I'm ready for it to end. I want the guy that I care about back. Like when they first did this to him, like in the first part of that story arc. Here, we're just talking again. Like he wasn't even the same character. He acted more like Jason Todd than he did Dick Grayson. And if I want to read Jason Todd, I'll get Red Hood.
Yeah.
He didn't care about.
I don't know. I'm considering switching to trade paperback for like a lot of these series, or some sort of combination of trade paperback and digital. Like for the ones I can't wait on, like for the ones I can't wait on, digital, and then maybe an in-stock trades order down the line so I can officialize it in my library, you know what I mean? And have an actual paper way to go back and reread it if I want to. And then for the other stuff, just don't even worry about it and just straight up wait for the trade and only invest in the trade, or, not invest in the trade, but only expenditure in the trade, for the enjoyment of the reading. So I don't know, that's kind of where I'm headed, but like, I like you said, JP, like there's no way I'm going to stop 100%. Like I'm still going to go to the comic shop on Wednesday if I'm free on Wednesday to go to the comic shop.
I mean, I want to go in.
So yeah,
I still want to. What I want to get to is I want to get to a spot where I'm pulling books that I want to add to my collection because of the series or the character or the title, and then I'm pulling maybe 3 or 4 others that are, this is a really good story. Grab it and read it right now. And then everything else I would just kind of want to go away. And I'll read it digitally or whatever. Like I like the fact that, if we go in here, let me go back and pull it back up. But if we go in here, I like that I'm getting Curse of the White Knight. I'm enjoying it. I want to have the hard copies of that.
That's a freaking fantastic series.
Yeah,
so
but
I want to have that set.
Last Night on Earth, I didn't probably need. And I don't really need. Let's be real. I don't like Doomsday Clock was, but I don't need. I don't know that I need Justice League. I don't know that I can read that digitally later. I don't know that I need Marauders. Like I enjoyed issue 1, but I could probably read that later.
Yeah, or just digital.
Or just digital. That's what I mean. Digital later or whatever. And
like that's what I'm gonna do. That's at some point I have to do that with all these Hickman-verse X titles because I have a whole short box right now of House of X, Powers of 10, because I went off the deep end with like variants, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th printings of like every issue of that. Like, so I have like almost not necessarily a complete set, but like almost a complete set, House of X, Powers of 10, because I really, really liked it, but I can't afford to go that off the deep end on X-Men, Marauders, Excalibur, Fallen Angels, New Mutants, X-Force, and Wolverine, and possibly a Moira series. Like, that's just, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's I'll need like 10 long boxes by the time those runs are all over. So
at this point, I've basically decided, like, on all of these, because I was debating anyway, is I'm picking up Marauders. I really enjoyed the first one. I'm going to pick it up for a little bit maybe, but I'm not doing any other X titles, and I'll just get them digitally later, read them later, or whatever. And only read the ones that you guys are like, this is really good. So, and that's just kind of where I'm at on this.
See, I'm tainted. I dropped Tom King or Batman.
Yeah.
And like 2 weeks later, Tom King was announced to be off the book. So like I felt like I personally did that to him. So I just recently took Superman and Action Comics off my list, hoping that Bendis can be unemployed. You know, but yeah, it's been rough. But
do you think they get him involved with Batman? Like,
I hope not.
I hope not. I mean, I like his Marvel stuff.
I like some of his Marvel stuff.
I like a lot of his Marvel stuff, but I haven't really.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like it when someone tries to be radical and then you hear that they're going to do something that'll change the character forever, or they'll have to do a reboot. Like,
yeah. Go ahead. But
like they're about to announce, Superman's about to expose his identity. Like that's which they already did like 3 years ago.
Oh, really? In the current Superman solo title?
Yeah, it's coming up. And so they just did that like 3 or 4 years ago. And then they had to do a story to undo it. And now they're going to redo it. And so it's either just going to change them fundamentally forever, or they'll have to do another story to undo it. Like I don't like being on the yo-yo, it gets on my nerves.
And and it's such a trope at this point. Why, like, they did the same thing with Spider-Man, and then they had to do that crappy one more day thing and like to undo it. And it's like, why go down this path if you're just gonna undo it later? And it doesn't make any sense to me why they do that kind of crap. But
I get it. I mean,
I get it. Yeah,
a point where you've written 80 years of a character and only so many roads you can go down. But
yeah, that's exactly the reason why they do that kind of stuff. It's like, because then their other option is to go crazy with reprints or like retellings of retellings of stories with new artists, or update the language, like rewrite, ASM 1 through 50 with, Donny Cates, changing Stan Lee's words and Ryan Stegman, changing Steve Ditko's and John Romita Sr.'s art. Like I could see them actually doing that at some point, but not yet.
You do Ultimate Spider-Man is what you do. Like
the multiverse thing is a whole
multiverse thing, and you do an Ultimate Spider-Man take or whatever on a character. And I get it. You got to keep it fresh, but sometimes it's just like, really, again?
Right.
Because I don't know that that's fresh at this point. Like, we've done we've revealed the secret identity. What does this mean? And then, we ended it because we didn't really like where that ended up.
And that was a big thing that Scott Snyder talked about, because he did this big Q&A thing that I went to. And he talked about, when you get done playing with the toys, and you're about to be off the run, you've got to put your toys back in the toy box.
Yeah.
And if you left it in a spot where that's not possible, then you didn't do the right thing. So hopefully some of these, like Tom King and Bendis, they can put some of their toys back in the toy box so it's not ruined after they're done with it.
Right. Or DC and Marvel are put into a position where they have to just be like, new 62.
And it sounds like, if these rumors are true, that's what DC's about to do, is this new 5G or whatever it is, 5th generation thing that they're talking
really? They're doing that again?
Well, that's what the that's the rumor George is talking about with them replacing Batman. Is they're going to replace all of them.
Right. With
Superman,
like different
Superman,
versions.
Flash,
Batman, Flash,
Batman.
Wonder Woman, all of them. New
Hmm.
Lantern, everything. And the thing is, supposedly they're basically
Well, that gives me an easy out to cut my pull list.
yeah, and supposedly they're doing it in a way. They're not even doing it with the obvious replacements. They're like going off the board with like the replacements to a certain degree. Not all of them, but some of them.
And Marvel did that a couple years back, and it didn't go well.
No, like they didn't. Did they not see what happened with all Marvel?
Yeah.
Some of those stories are really good, but overall, it didn't do well. So,
hey, the overall message though is, I like that the old adage of, if you have something, it should bring you joy.
Yeah.
And if the books you're buying are bringing you joy, then keep them coming, baby.
Yeah.
And I do, and that's why I don't want to like completely just drop new books. I really love going to the shop. I love picking up my pull. I love talking to the people at the comic shop. I love coming home and reading them and having a floppy in hand. I just don't need as many because you get done, and like there's several things that I bought in the last 2 years since I got back in that I have sold already for pennies on the dollar, and it's like because I read them and they were like, oh, and nobody wants them. They're not worth anything. You can't move them, and it's like I could have just read this digitally if I'd have waited a few months and not.
You could start up a little enterprise called that Batgirl booth.
$5.
This Batgirl booth.
$5.
Screw that.
It's about what I'm getting though. Is like doing it right now. The way I've like sold them back now. Like I tried to do the online auction. Nobody wants the crap that I want to sell. like I tried to do one of these YouTube auctions and I sold a whole run of Iron Man from the 90s, like 22 issues to Discovery.
When did you do a YouTube auction? I don't remember this.
Oh, dude, hey, I remember watching it and I felt so bad for JP.
Was I there? I mean, it's possible I was there, but I don't remember.
I don't know. We were on Tacoma's channel. Is where we auction, but yeah. JB for $1.
Yeah, everything you sold, you made like the shipping portion was more than the amount.
Sold lot price.
Yeah,
from the whole auction, I made $15,
including the shipping money, or
like after you take out the shipping, like I made $15. Like you figure they paid me for shipping, but that money went right back out. I made $15 on an auction. And I sold like a bunch.
I think if you did one now on your channel with the subs that you have now, I think you might have a little bit more luck than that.
I don't know. I don't think people want this stuff.
That depends. Yeah, I guess it still definitely depends on what you're talking about as far as inventory.
I mean, it's new stuff. There's some stuff from the 90s or stuff that I'm trying to get rid of, but none of it's valuable necessarily. I don't know. I've got some stuff on eBay right now. I've sold a few things and done okay on eBay, but it's just like, yeah, it's just kind of a pain. And I want to cut back. So where I'm thinking, if I pull this back up for like the 37th time,
yeah, it's decision making time.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is gonna go. I can just do that right now.
Yeah, you gotta click them up. We gotta get the settings.
Keep all errors. No. Yes, I want to cancel my subscription.
No, you want to remove all of them, right?
Yes, cancel my subscription.
I'm trying to give you that tricky language right there.
Yeah. So Amazing Mary Jane's going away. That drops me down to, and then obviously I got stuff going.
Big Will says selling runs makes you question what you've done with your life.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Avengers. Bye.
Lose it.
All right.
You thought too hard there. You revealed your true feeling about that series.
I like Jason Aaron's writing, and I actually have enjoyed the book, but I don't collect Avengers.
And have a good night.
Oh, you got to roll?
Later, Unruly.
Oh, Unruly's rolling. Okay, you said Unruly. Have a good night. I thought you just said have a good night, and I was like, wait.
Have a good night.
I'm out.
Tell the kids to quit. Bye.
So, let's see. All right, let me go back to that thing. All right.
Gotta do that George Costanza thing where you like once you're on top, you exit the room.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Last Night on Earth. Were you're not enjoying that, right?
It's too late. I pre-ordered.
It's too late. There's only one issue left, and he's already it's already coming out.
Everyone on that. Catwoman, I'm keeping. I've really enjoyed the Joel Jones part of that. Plus, it's Catwoman. Like, I'll probably keep that.
Yeah.
Detective, I'm keeping. Die, I'm keeping. Doomsday Clock is ending. Friendly is ending anyway. I actually almost have the whole run because I really enjoyed the Jason Latour Ghost Spider. So I think I'm going to keep that for now. And I'm actually enjoying the current storyline.
That's a good reason to keep it.
Yeah, I think
that's a good reason to keep it.
Harley and Ivy.
Let's get rid of one of the variants.
But these are the Middleton variants.
Are these like connecting something?
Yeah,
or
they're
whatever?
connecting Middleton variants. There's only like this one and one more issue. It ends in February. I'll just
all right, we can let that one pass. I think Justice League's got to get the hook.
I'm going to keep it through this because I believe this is the last issue Snyder is writing. And drop it in February.
Okay.
That's a good jumping off point.
So how do you do that? Do you have to wait to do that? Or can you
just wait to do it next month. Okay. I just wait to do it next month. Yeah, my understanding is this is his last issue. Is what I read, that he goes off the book after issue 39. And so I'm gonna wait and drop that one. I'm gonna go on and collect that issue, and then I'm done with Justice League for now. So let me go back. But yeah,
so you've essentially cut that out. It's just not official.
It's cut. I pick it up in January, but I'm not gonna pick it up after that. Dark, I'm really enjoying, so I'm going to keep going with Dark as long as. Now, I don't know if Tinian is coming off of Dark.
I don't know. I think
he's going to Batman.
He's going to Batman. I don't know if he's doing both for the duration, but.
Well, they're in the middle of this Witching War, so he's at least finishing that out. So I may cut that after. If he drops off after Witching War, I may cut that next year.
Spidey fan, what's up?
Spidey fan.
So, okay, King Thor ends. Marauders is just starting. I think I'm going to keep Marauders for now. Nightwing, I'll keep. Valkyrie, I'm going to keep.
How long is Valkyrie Jane Foster?
I don't know. They haven't. It's supposedly an ongoing, but I can't imagine it's going to actually last that long.
You put like 4 extra E's in the word "keep" with Jane Foster. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really enjoying it.
I'm gonna keep.
Well, I was going back and forth. I'm debating on whether or not I should keep both of Marauders and Jane Foster, or if one of those should go. Wonder Woman is dropped the day Jenny Frison doesn't do the variant anymore.
Oh.
Because that's a really smart reason to keep it.
She just does the covers, right?
Yeah, she just does the covers.
Oh.
But you're enjoying the story? Or?
I have enjoyed it recently. We'll see. The writer's changing again, so
Gail. What was it?
Wilson's off.
Yeah. Okay.
And Steve Orlando's coming on, which I don't know if I've ever read anything that he's written.
Yeah, I was at the panel or something where he announced that.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
I'm just trying to imagine the life of being a cover artist for a living. Like, I just got to hammer out one good-looking drawing, and then we're done. Like,
more than one book a month, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I read an interview with her like about that, and she's like with covers they need to like somewhat match like the story occasionally and stuff. But because I'm doing the variants, they don't know if to care. and I can just draw the best picture of that character I want to draw, and I'm done. She's like, why would I do interiors? I'm completely out of focus again, but so all right, where does that put me? Let me go back to subscriptions. That puts me at 1, 2, 3 that are ongoing. Curse of the White Knight will hang around for a little while. Hangs around till March, so we'll count that as a series. So that's 4. Catwoman is 5. Detective is 6. Die is 7. Ghost Spider is 8. Dark is 9. I'm not going to count Justice League because that's going to be the last issue. Marauders is 10. Nightwing's 11. 12. 13.
And how many of those are bi-weekly versus monthly?
Supposedly none of the DC ones are going to be bi-weekly next year.
And all the Marvel are monthly, right?
The Marvel's like 3 weeks.
Oh, wait, no, ASM is bi-weekly.
ASM is bi-weekly, so that actually, technically, you're right. That gets me to, that's 14 books a month. And
So you average that at $4, so that's $60 ish a month, maybe 70 with taxes, or
yeah,
I don't know if you have
like this stupid thing that $7.50 is going to be like $10, and you'll get
and like various,
yeah. So that's probably, the range of $80 a month.
Possibly less, yeah.
Or less.
Possibly more, though, because you never know. The limited series will come out that you got to get.
Yeah, that's true. Just based purely on polls, not weekly impulse decisions.
So let's go back to, I don't know if it's updated. That's the question, is it may not have updated yet. Because we went through and I was at 100 and something.
Well, if you say, average 4 weeks in a month or whatever, that's a pretty low monthly,
it already dropped.
I'm not monthly, weekly. Weekly commitment.
8, 16, 20, 38, plus 20, 58, plus 4, 62. And again, January has a couple of books twice because it's kind of odd. Because like Batgirl and Detective and stuff are twice. I think I just lost track. What was it, 62?
Yeah.
And 20 is 82. And 10, 92, 97. So I'm still over $100 for January. Oh, well, it didn't drop Avengers yet. Did I not drop Avengers?
You said you were going to.
Well, I don't know if you said you were going to.
But
let me go. I'll go into that. Hang on 1 second. Let me go in.
Yeah, I think you did, possibly.
Well, I think what happened is I didn't get this one unpre-ordered, maybe. Remove pre-order for 30, yeah. I don't know why it didn't remove it when I canceled the subscription, but now it's gone. Sorry, you guys aren't seeing that. That's on a different tab. But so let me refresh this tab.
Gray Matter said the thing that gets him is the extra series like Basket Full of Heads, Dark Age, Strange Skies, Wonder Woman, Dead Earth, etc.
Yeah. So let's see if there was anything. What else did I drop that
TJ says, "What's a pull list?" Big Will's offering to do Harleen, but he says he doesn't want to do Gaslight. So.
Oh, he doesn't want to do Gaslight? Okay, we'll have to get somebody else for Gaslight. That's no big deal. Somebody else asked me about it.
I saw the animated movie.
There you go. We haven't had you on a Batman one, have we yet, E-Rock?
No, I'm waiting for Nightfall.
You're waiting for
Nightfall.
Yeah, we didn't pick that.
And I'm willing to wait because that's a long ass book. So.
That's a long one, yeah.
Why we waited to this point?
We'll get that right in after you guys do like a Spider-Man version of that show, and we'll do the Clone Saga that same night.
So, I didn't realize I dropped the share screen from it. So that whole time I was scrolling around, you guys were seeing what I was doing.
Yeah, we couldn't see it. So
sorry about that.
Yeah.
So Dark, Marauders, ASM, Batman, Catwoman, the Harley Quinn stuff. There's another damn Avengers. It's on January 15th. Let's get that some bitch out of there. You won't be able to see this because that's on a different tab. Pre-order. Remove pre-order for $29. Yes, gone. And let me
You're getting a facsimile of the book you have.
Yeah, because I want to be able to read it.
Exactly, dude. I love the facsimiles, but I don't like the facsimiles at the same time.
Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with the facsimiles.
Yeah, me too. I don't get very many, but I do get a few key books. A few books I do go on and get. Like I got the AF-15. I got this one. I got like the 181. So
I've got most of the facsimiles that came out this year. Not the true believers or the dollar ones.
I mean, I like them for like being able to read those stories without having to worry or whatever. Same with the true believers. I love the true believers because they're a buck. You know, they're not cover price. That's why I prefer the true believers versus or the DC dollar comics. You know, versus the facsimiles that both companies make. And the other reason why, you know, I have a slight, you know, like I don't know, perturbance about the facsimiles is that there are eBay sellers out there that like try to like prey on people who don't know what they're doing and charging, you know, ridiculous money for a facsimile.
or $60 to sign a facsimile.
Over that.
Hey, Gray Matter, I did. I've shown Biggie Shack the Mark Henry thing, and he's getting the. I don't know if I'm going to release the Neil Adams video.
Not gonna release it.
It wasn't funny. Like he didn't even remember.
Okay.
Like I have a witness to know that I did get a Biggie Shack autograph on my book, and it went right over his head. So
just screen it during backstage like post show hangouts.
Yeah,
for us.
I can do that, but it's literally it's not funny.
It's just a boring video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would not want to watch it. So
yeah.
But yeah, I'll sneak in the Biggie Shack Mark Henry promo on my next video I do.
Nice.
So yeah, that drops me back. We're still at 16 and 20, 24, 28, 38. Plus 20, 58. Plus 20, 78. 73, 83. Just under 90 for January, but a couple of those are, but a lot of that is there's 1, 2, 3 books. There's $12 that's doubled up because of the month. Batman doubles up also, which it's not supposed to do after that. So I don't know. I feel a little better about this. I may cut something else. I'm going to cut Justice League after Snyder goes off. So I think that's only one more issue. Let's go back to my subs, see where I'm at. Reevaluate one more time.
Yo, what's up, boy? You at 7, Matt?
Hey, Matt. You're missing work. I've been trying to cut. I don't know how effective I've been yet.
Seawoods in the house.
So,
You've had a few, and you've had a few that are going to expire on their own.
Yeah, the fact that stuff is expiring is helping too, a lot.
And you got some that aren't going to expire until March, but that's still
just the one.
You know, there's an expiration date on it.
Yeah. So let's see what else. That's ending. So none of these up here that aren't ending, I'm even thinking about dropping. These are all ending. This one's gone when Tinian goes off. This one's gone when Snyder goes off. And then I think I'm good with everything else for now. We'll see. I may reevaluate, but I'm okay with this for January, I think. So, I don't know. I don't know that I was effective.
I think that was a decent job at it.
And probably, yeah, I'm okay with like finishing out a couple of those storylines just because they're almost done. But if I drop the 2 Justice League books like in February, then although I think the other one might not drop till March, but and then I'm going to give Marauders like a couple more issues, and then I may drop it too, I think. and just read it digitally.
I got one dude who says if I ever buy number one, I always buy number two.
Yeah.
Then I make my decision. Like
generally, that is my. I usually try to give. If I buy a number one, I usually try to give it 3 issues, typically.
I try to give it 3 issues, but sometimes I'll just give it 2 issues, and sometimes I'll just give it 1 issue if I really don't like it. Like the first issue, like I'll just stop.
Yeah. The other nice thing about stopping where I'm at right now is I'm currently at 21 subs, which means I keep my higher discount until those books start disappearing. So, like, as soon as I go below, even though I have books ordered, like December, like next week when I went, I would get the lower discount if I drop below, because they check that on a weekly basis. So I'm okay with that till that December 18th when 4 books drop off. I'll be at the higher level and then I'll drop down, and then I'm okay with it. That allows me to keep the discount for a little bit too. So
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, is the discount more that is the difference in the higher tier discount versus the lower tier discount more than the amount of books, more than the value of the books that you're cutting? Probably not. So you're still saving, you're still spending less.
Well, it would say it's probably about a book.
One book, but you're going to be cutting more than 1 book, right? So,
yeah, but I'm not really looking to cut more than 1 book at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
well, you just cut a bunch.
I know.
I mean, additionally, yeah.
Eventually, they're going to go away. I'm just going to wait. This a lot by staying where I am now and waiting another month to drop Justice League when all those other books drop off. Then, I actually keep that discount a little longer, and then I drop it when I only pick up 1 more issue. So I think that's where I'm at. I want to get even lower than that. I don't know. I'll revisit again for February, and probably, I don't know, I'll do a live stream again, but I'll revisit and maybe drop some more stuff. So I think by then I'll have enough to make a decision on Marauders for sure.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, something will jump up and replace it, but there's really not much you can do about that.
No, but if I'm right now, I'm down to, let's just go back in here, go back into my subs, long term beyond, because all those ones dropping off in December. Let me go put this back on here real quick. I am down to December and January, the mini series that are ending. I'm down to 1, 2, 3. I won't. Curse of the White Knight goes through March, so I'll count it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that one may go on the chopping block eventually. These 2 I'm wanting to get rid of. 9, 10, 11, 12. So if I go back up, if I pick up if I drop Justice Leagues and I pick up Batman, Catwoman, or whatever, I'll still be.
I mean, if you divide that by 4 weeks in a month, you're looking at a 3 book per week, which is really not a lot.
No, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I feel much better about that than where I've been.
Right.
And the other thing though, with it being down here around 12 books, I'm in a number where I can actually if something pops up that I really want to read, I can add something. And I don't feel bad about adding something. Whereas where I'm in right now, I don't want to add anything because it's I can't add another book. I can't do it. Whereas if I'm there, I can do that. And it frees up some money to go after my long-term want list a little bit more and just have a little bit more spending money in general to do other things. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Matt said he told himself he was cutting back, and then he ends up picking up. I've done that. I've went through this battle a couple times this year.
Yeah, I've done that 6 times.
I mean, at one point I was up to 30 books a month, or 30 books pulled a month, not counting other things I was picking up. And I was spending 150 to 180 bucks a month. And this is going to put me under 100 consistently now. And actually, once we get out of January, where it has those weird double ups, February ought to be a $70, $80 month. So
Okay.
And then I can actually probably afford, at that point, I'll be able to afford to go on and add Marvel and the DC apps and read a bunch of stuff that way. So use that first month or so of savings and go do that, and then I won't have to worry about it for a while. That's a heck of a lot cheaper over the course of the year.
For sure, yeah. Marvel Unlimited is $5.80 cents a month if you pay for the year in advance. Yeah,
that's one book a month that I'm cutting out for the year.
Right.
And I can read how many titles?
Like 23,000, 30,000 something issues. Like
and
or more.
It's basically the same thing. It's basically one, maybe it's a little more, I think, but not much because it's got the TV.
Right, it's got the TV shows. Yeah.
Which is cool too, though. Some of those are not bad.
Yeah. And I want to watch some of those. I've been debating on getting that anyway. I picked up Disney Plus, and I'm going to drop Netflix, and basically Netflix is going to cover the cost of Disney Plus and the DC app a month.
Yeah, Netflix got expensive, kind of. Not expensive.
Well, it's like comparatively, it is.
Comparatively, yeah.
So it's like $13 a month, and Marvel's what, 7, and DC's like 9 or something. Or no, it's like 7. And that's if you don't do the year thing. So
Netflix messed up with canceling all the Marvel shows, which was the only reason why I was keeping them in the first place.
Yeah,
and that was a wrap.
So
I mean, I thought about getting rid of Netflix, but there's still like, I guess one more season of Stranger Things out there. I guess I could cancel and re-sign up for that. You know what I mean? Like, I think the next season is the last Stranger Things that they're going to do.
Yeah. And that's what I'm debating on doing. Like, because people are talking about how good Watchmen is, and I canceled HBO after Game of Thrones.
Watchmen is fantastic. Yeah.
But I'm gonna wait till Watchmen is done.
Right, and then binge it.
Month. Yeah. Watch it. Cancel.
Netflix hurts a lot of people because they don't grandfather people into the older price plans. They just raise it up on you.
They just raise it up.
Now, some people are smart. They'll grandfather people in so that they stay forever. Because
that's why I did the whole D23 opportunity or offer for Disney Plus to sign up for 3 years in advance for like 40% off or something like that. So I got a whole year free plus a discounted monthly price on the second 2 years. So I'm good to go.
I did the same deal, and that was.
And I don't know, 3 years from now, I don't see it being $6.99 a month to sign up as a fresh user. Yeah, I just don't see it.
No.
So hopefully they'll provide a way to renew that 3 year, thing. Maybe not for the same price, but for like still a discount. I don't know.
I probably would just be the yearly after that. But
I got an email from the DC Universe app today saying that they're offering me a discounted renewal rate of $59.99 for the next year instead of $79.99.
Nice.
So
I need to do that. I need to literally when we go off here, I think I'm going to go drop Netflix officially and then go sign up for DC.
That's another thing you can knock off your subscription list.
There you go.
Yeah.
They're all subscriptions, man. It doesn't have to be a comic book.
Yeah, this is true. So, and I need to actually drop Amazon Prime too. I don't do that.
Really?
I order enough from Amazon.
Yeah, I order enough from Amazon, just basic household goods and odds and ends.
I don't really order Amazon unless
to where the video stuff is just gravy, for me.
Well, I finished The Boys. I might sign up again for like a month when The Boys comes out again. Yeah. And
here's the thing: can you sign up just for a month for Amazon Prime Video? Do they offer a separate
I don't know.
Video, but not
I know it's a year at a time.
Yeah, you can only sign up for a year at a time as a Prime member.
Oh, for the video?
Yeah, it's like a bonus for being a Prime member, and you can only be a Prime member a year at a time. You can't get a monthly 2-day free shipping subscription. Yeah,
I
pay monthly on Prime.
Well, you might be paid monthly for it, but I don't think you can just cancel. Yeah. All right, we'll look at that after the show here.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I just let it renew. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure I can go in right now and cancel it. So. We'll do that after because I'm not opening that up where. Well, I guess I could get to the screen past my login. But yeah, I'm not doing that while we're online. So you guys get anything else? I feel like with what I only dropped a couple of things tonight that weren't already going off, but I still feel better about where I'm at.
And you dropped Netflix.
And I'm dropping Netflix.
There you go.
And I'm dropping Amazon Prime. So, which is probably done right before the holidays because I'll probably order something from them. But
yeah, the free shipping is just like I don't know. I can't.
You get it anyway.
Well, I get free same day shipping and stuff here in New York. It's like I order it in the morning and it's there when I get home from work. You know?
Oh, I love that instant gratification.
It's crazy.
I'm okay with waiting a week and getting free shipping because it's still 2-day or 3-day here for where I'm at. So it still takes 2 days. So even with Prime,
still 2 days ain't too bad for free shipping.
Yeah. So I'll just wait the week. It's not that big a deal. I don't order anything I need like immediately from them. So, well, I think at least my chat has basically died now for a while.
I don't have anything to promote. I gotta wake up in about 4.5 hours. We get out the door, head to JFK Airport, fly to Vegas, and then I'll be like hanging out with RB3 like before I know it, and going to Torpedo and like comic shops and whatnot tomorrow. So that'll be fun. So I'll probably post some stuff to Instagram, and then going to be seeing Seinfeld do stand up on Saturday night with my brother at Caesars. So that's going to be awesome. And then I had no clue about this until 2 days ago. But apparently this weekend there's a Comic-Con going on in Las Vegas called the Great American Comic-Con or something like that at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Like Mark Bagley's going to be there. Like a whole bunch of people are going to be there. It's not like crazy. It's not a crazy lineup of comic creators, but there's a bunch of vendors. Torpedo, a lot more like local to Nevada and California vendors. But I got to check out of my hotel Sunday morning, and then my flight back to New York isn't until like 11 o'clock at night. So I have a whole day to kill. So what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to head over to that convention center, bro.
Nice.
You know?
Hey, Mark Bagley does a killer Scarlet Spider sketch.
So what about you, George? You got anything coming up?
Not really, man. I'm just I'm waiting for a couple. I got a couple things I'll be doing next week. I'm making my own slabbing company.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about this. Yeah.
But yeah, but not like in a serious way, but more in like a funny haha way. But I'm still gonna do it, and I'm excited about it.
Nice. So coming up, let's see. I have my contact.
Send me a board meeting invite.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's like, what?
That's an inside joke on a comment that was left on a video.
That is an inside joke that both of you guys were part of.
Yeah, we were part of that. So my contest is going on. Like I'm going to do an update. Actually, I'll do an update video.
Wait, when's the deadline? Because I'm going to do mine next week. I'm going to do it next week, but I probably will have to do it live, honestly. Because
December 6th is the deadline. All you have to do is leave a comment on that original video or make a video shouting out people that you're thankful for in this community. So, and by doing so, you enter them in a drawing and you enter yourself in a separate drawing to win prizes. And we're doing pretty good. I'll do an update video officially tomorrow, but you have till December 6th to do that. A video gets you 3 entries. A comment gets you 1 entry, and then your people, no matter what you do, get 1 entry to that drawing. But so just to make it easier on me, because it's already like this crazy list, and I don't even have that many entries yet, because of people nominating people and stuff. And you can nominate 1 to 3. I've had some people nominate more than that, but I'm trying to keep it to 1 to 3 so that it's just easier for me to keep track of. Because otherwise, people would be doing like 10 or 12, and it just becomes unwieldy. Because I know that's what I would do if I could nominate as many.
Okay, you can nominate 3 people to go in the list for JD,
right.
And then after that, you cut it off and say these are the other people I'm thankful for, but not as thankful.
Right.
Not as thankful. Nice. I like it.
I'm going to stick to 3 and just make everybody else hate me.
There you go. Well, I already got in trouble, and I'm going to do more because I only
I'm
did
kidding.
my first video. So I'm going to do an update video on that, listing everybody that's entered so far, and then I'm actually going to be thankful for a few more people that I'm going to mention in mine because I'm not entering the contest, so I mention as many people as I want because it's my contest. And top 10 list will be out on Saturday. There will be no Sunday live stream because I'm going to be working Sunday evening this weekend. And there may not be a top 10 next week just because next week is going to be kind of crazy. I don't know that I'll get anything out next week other than maybe Monday night. The boy who had 7 and I are talking about doing a collecting spark, but we haven't even picked a subject yet, so maybe we won't.
Is next week Thanksgiving or is that the week?
No, week after.
Week after.
Yeah. So there may be like 2 weeks in a row where I don't get a top 10 out. If I don't actually pre-record that tomorrow, I may not get that top 10 out for next week. And then I'm definitely not doing a top 10 Thanksgiving week. So
I think we'll all survive. The community will be okay.
I was always going to take that week off, but I may end up having to take 2 weeks off. So.
But if that doesn't satisfy your JP needs, there was a fantastic Let's Collect video that was dropped last night.
Scarlet Spider.
Check it out. It made me buy a comic book today. So
did you get both the 2 that you didn't have? Did you buy both of them today?
No, I went out and got a better copy of ASM 149.
Oh, okay.
So I was just sick of having a really beat up copy of that. So I'm gonna buy I bought a really good raw copy, and I'm gonna submit it to the CGCs and see what happens.
Nice.
Or maybe I'll submit it to the Debunk signature verification company.
There you go. Signature verification. I like it. So you didn't go. You haven't. I figured you already had those 2 books that I told you about that you didn't know about ordered already.
Is that DRSVC?
Yeah. No.
DRSC or DRSC.
Yeah, no, the ones that you mentioned that I didn't have, I'm going to look for just a graded copy of it.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I doubt there is one of. Well, I'm sure there are, but I doubt there's very many. So.
Yeah.
I think this is literally the longest I've ever been in a live stream where there's been no one in the chat saying.
Yeah, there's no one in the chat. So we're going to go offline now.
This has been Ben Riley today.
Yeah.
I want to thank, though, if there's anyone still out there, thank you for joining us. It says 7 on my little screen, but
It lies.
But no one's
down where we were at. So, but thanks, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Everybody.
We'll catch you later.